Hello my radiant souls, welcome to today's yoga class. Behind me is the Pont du Gard in France, just north of Nimes, and today's yoga class is going to be a super beginner friendly class. It's going to be focused on a healthy and fluid spine. So just some real simple spinal movements to keep your body moving in all the best ways. We are going to get started just seated on our mat like I am. You can come to a cross leg or you can kneel or have a block underneath you. Just rest the hands on top of the knees, roll the shoulders down and away from the ears and close the eyes. And just settle into the practice. Take a few connected breaths in and out of your nose. And we're just going to begin with a very simple pranayama practice, equal part fluctuation of the breath or samavriti in Sanskrit. And you can choose the length of your inhale and exhale, whether this is 5 seconds or 6 seconds, but just make sure that your inhale is the same length as your exhale. So we'll start now for just a few rounds. Making sure your exhale is just as long as your inhale. And on your next exhale, just release the breath. Come back to a normal breathing rhythm. And on your next inhale, bring your arms up and overhead. You can keep your eyes closed for this first bit if you like. Exhale, bring the left hand down, right arm comes up and over. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, drop the right hand down, left arm over. Inhale, come back to center, softly blink the eyes open. Exhale, take a twist to the right. Take your gaze over the right shoulder behind you. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take a twist to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands travel down the center of the heart space. Moving to all fours. Stack the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees. Couple rounds of our cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Couple more rounds, smoothing at your own pace. And come back to a neutral spine. Bring the hands a step in front of you and sink the chest down towards your mat. You can release the forehead, or if you want to make it a more intense stretch, you can lift your gaze towards the top of your mat and rest your chin. Sink nice and low with the chest, drop into the shoulders. On your next inhale, start to push into your forearms. Ripple the spine, come to lower onto the belly. Bring your forearms out in front for a Sphinx pose. Shine the heart space between the shoulder blades. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, drop the chest down. Bring your hands just in line with your shoulders. And we're going to come to cobra. So inhale, lift the chest. Keep a nice little bend in the elbows here just to protect the spine. Trying not to throw the head back here. Just keep the chin in alignment. And then start to sink your belly down. Tuck under the toes, lift to stand on the shins. Coming up, we're going to come to our camel pose. So bring the hands to the lower back, bring the elbows in towards each other, take an inhale. And start to push the hips forward as you exhale. You can stay here or you can release your hands down to the ankles. Push the hips forwards. One more round of breath. And bring the hands back to the lower back. Push the hips back towards the heels. Extend the arms nice and long for a child's pose with the knees together, just so that we can round the spine to counteract that back bend. Just a couple of steady breaths in and out of your nose. Filling the torso with breath as you inhale, feeling your back expand. And let everything go as you exhale, just relax into it. On your next inhale, start to push into your hands to lift the gaze. Bring the chest up, tuck the toes under, moving into downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal out the feet. And then we're going to take a real deep bend in our knees here to sink the belly so that it's touching the thighs. And we're going to focus on finding a long spine here. So really feel the extension of the spine. Push the hands, the palms of the hands into the mat. And then start to extend the legs for your downward facing dog. Look up towards your hands, inhale, come high up onto your toes. Walk to the top of your mat to your Uttanasana forward fold. Take a deep bend into the knees, roll the spine, come all the way up to standing as slow as possible, articulating through the spine. Inhale, arms come up and overhead. Exhale, hands to hearts. Inhale, arms come up. Right hand holds the left wrist. Take an inhale, stretch up nice and tall. Exhale, lean over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Left hand holds the right wrist. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, back to center. Bring your palms of your hands together. Take an inhale. Exhale, push the hips forwards. Lean the chest and the heart space back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, swan dive all the way to your forward fold. And again, we're going to take a nice deep bend in the knees here. Bring the arms behind the knees. Grab hold of opposite elbow. Pull the belly towards the thighs. Feel nice round through your spine. Start to tuck your chin in towards your chest. Feel the extension down the neck. And just now soften your neck, release your crown of your head down. Start to bend and straighten your legs. A little stretch for the hamstrings. And we're now going to release the elbows, come to a forward fold. And then we're just going to release the glutes all the way down to sit down. Come all the way down onto our back. Hug the knees in towards the chest and just rock yourself side to side and give the lower back a nice little massage. And then we're going to come to our bridge pose, so soles of the feet down, fingertips graze the heels. Inhale, lift the hips. Squeeze the knees in towards each other. Tense into the glutes to lift the hips as high as you can. And start to release the spine down, vertebra by vertebra. Coming to supine twist, so we're going to hug or bring the right leg across the left. Left hand comes to the outside of the right leg. Drop the knees over to the left and right arm can come out. Lift the head and release the right ear down to take your gaze over to the right. Gently start to come back to center. Just going to switch sides, so left leg comes over the right. Guide the legs over to the right and look towards the left by lifting your head and releasing the left ear down. And gently start to come back to center. We're just going to release into our Shavasana, so you can take any final adjustments if you want to untie your hair or you want to take any final poses that your body feels is calling for. And you can just extend the legs long, let the feet fall away from each other, palms of your hands face open, or they can rest on your belly. Let the fingertips naturally curl into the palms. Let the feet fall away from each other. And just start to relax any tension in your body. Give yourself a full body scan. And just send your breath to any parts of your body that you're feeling a little bit tight or a little bit of tension. And let yourself fully relax. And you can start to bring some movement back to the body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Roll out the wrists. Bring your feet together and extend your arms up and overhead for a big stretch. And hug the knees in towards the chest. And you can gently rock onto one side, cradle your head. And you can slowly make your way up to a seated position, crossing the legs. Rest your hands on top of your knees. And let's all take a deep inhale through the nose together. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Bring your hands to the center of your heart space in Anjali Mudra. Bow down. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for this practice. My back and spine is feeling very loose and good after that class. I hope you are feeling good as well. I will see you next time on the mat. Thank you.